Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, today we will discuss about the aggregate functions in SQL. The aggregate functions are there many types of and presented in SQL like the sum, average, count, max, mean and all. So now we will discuss about first the sum and average function. So in the sum and average function, we can see that the input is a number or a collection of numeric numbers. And the other aggregate functions can be used of any of the data type other than the numeric one. So the numeric data type aggregate functions are sum and average. Now we will see that how to use this sum and average function. Now the sum function actually add up all the numeric values that has present to it as an input. We can generally use this sum aggregate functions when we want to add the salaries or the marks of a student and like that. So now we will insert an example and see that how to use this sum aggregate function. So this query will result up to that it will give the salary and the sum of the salary with the employee name whose city is D percentile. Even the Dehradun, Delhi, what is the city starts with D and it will sums up all the salaries of that employees along with the e-name. So the sum salary works like this with the select statement. Now we can also find the average marks of the students who has scored above 50 with the query. So here the AVG operation on this marks attribute will give us the average on the marks. Now see, these are some input of numeric values for sum and average both. But the other aggregate functions can use even if the values are non-numeric. So it can be used in a numeric as well as in a non-numeric data type. So we will see one by one that how to use that. Say suppose I want the maximum earner of a company who resides in the city Delhi. So we can use this query for a max aggregate function. So this will give us that what is the maximum salary that is earned with the city that starts with D. It can be Delhi, it can be Dehradun, it can be any city starts with D. Now we will move to the count operation. As we can see that the count can be also the city names, which is a non-numeric data type, as well as some numeric data types where marks, salary are countable. So first we will see an example where we can use the count aggregate function for counting the number of cities. Now to count the number of cities, we must use the distinct keyword so that any repeated value in the city attribute will not be counted more than once. So it will give us the result that the distinct city or the city names that is appeared or more than once, it will consider it is an unique and count the number of cities on the employee table. Now we will see some more complex queries to use this AVG, count and sum or aggregate functions. Say for an example, I want to count the customer numbers in a branch of a company. So how can we do that? We have to use the group by clause. The group by clause is using for grouping in a SQL query. Say suppose I want to group all the customers according to their branches. Say the Delhi branch customers, Kolkata branch customers, Chennai branch customers, like this. And then I want to count the number of customers inside a branch. So we can do that by the following query. Now in this query, we are first making a group by the branch name on this attribute branch, and then we will use that if the depositor account number is same as the account of the account number, then we will count the number of customers in a branch that we are using this branch and grouping it by the branch name, and then place all the branch details, the customer and their values. Say for example, I want to group the branch name and count the customer numbers whose amount or the balance is greater than 1200. So I can do this by having clause. See that group by is always predicated with the having clause. We cannot use a having clause without a group by. So the ordering of all these clauses will be like select, from, where, group by, having. We cannot interchange the ordering because it acts as a separate unit of a statement. So we can rewrite this query to resolve our queries. So write the query first. See, here we are using two aggregate functions, one in the select part and another in the having part. So the query is that the branch name and the customer number to count it, and then print whenever the average balance on that branch is greater than 1200. So this having clause works with this group by clause. So this having will work on the branch so that we can calculate the average of the balance on every branch. So we need first group the branch and then calculate the average of the balance on that branch. So in this way we can work with the sum average with the group by and having clause. Now we will solve like this one more queries to exemplify our problem, that if there are more than 3 customers in a branch, so we will calculate not only the customer numbers but also the highest paid customer and the details of him. So for doing that, we need the select, where, group by, having with the aggregate functions count, sum, and in two cases of select and having. So I will write the query first and then I'll explain. So this query is a complex one. This will explain that the customer and their average balance, if the customer has more than 3 accounts and it is grouped by the deposited.customer, that is it is grouped by the customer name of that particular bank. So first we are grouping it according to the customer name, not the account number, because a customer may have more than 2 or 3 accounts in a bank. And now we are calculating if the account numbers is greater than 3 for a customer, then only we will calculate the average balance and we will display it along with the customer name. If the account number match with the depositor's account number and the customer name matched with the account numbers of the customer name, also the customer resides in the city Delhi. So we are marching these 5 queries in a single one with the select, from, where, group by and having. Last, to calculate all the number of tuples in a relation, we must use the count star. We know that asterisk stands for all the tuples, and if we put the count operation before this, so we will get the number of records in a relation. So we can write select count star from loan. So we will get all and the number of this all relation in this loan table. So that is all for the aggregate functions in SQL queries. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned with Ekeeda and subscribe to Ekeeda.